Hey everyone, welcome back to Civil Insight, the place where we dive deep into the structures that shape our world and the stories behind them. Today, we're not just talking about engineering, we're talking about tragedy, about lives lost, about a lesson that shook the foundation of civil engineering and changed how we build and how we think forever. This is the story of the Silver Bridge collapse. It was December 15th, 1967, just another cold winter evening in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Christmas lights were up, stores were busy, and families were out preparing for the holidays. The Silver Bridge, which connected West Virginia to Gallipolis, Ohio, was packed with rush-hour traffic, bumper to bumper. And then at 5:04 p.m., the unthinkable happened. With a sharp metallic snap, the entire structure gave way. Steel twisted, concrete cracked, cars and trucks plunged like toys into the icy Ohio River. In just 20 seconds, the Silver Bridge disappeared beneath the water. 46 people died. Dozens of families shattered. A small town was left in shock, and the whole nation started asking a terrifying question. How could a bridge, a symbol of strength and connection, just collapse out of nowhere? Well, the answer wasn't an earthquake, it wasn't sabotage, it wasn't even poor weather. The cause was a microscopic flaw, a 2.5 millimeter crack in a single eye-bar. That's about the width of a pencil tip. This one defect, invisible to the naked eye, caused a chain reaction of catastrophic failure. And here's the kicker. The Silver Bridge had no redundancy, no backup. It was built in 1928 using an eye-bar chain suspension design. Back then, engineers relied heavily on theoretical calculations and the materials available. Computers didn't exist. Modeling software wasn't even a dream. This eye-bar design was efficient, but brittle. There were no alternate load paths. That means when one link failed, the whole structure followed like dominoes, and that's exactly what happened. Now add to that the fact that the bridge was designed for cars weighing around 1,500 pounds. By the 1960s, vehicles were weighing 4,000 pounds and more. Plus, the traffic volume had increased massively. The bridge was doing a job it was never meant to do. And no one knew how close it was to total failure. There was no regular inspection schedule, no ultrasonic testing for cracks. No load analysis updates. Maintenance was reactive instead of proactive. And worst of all, no one was looking for fatigue fractures in critical elements like eye bars. The Silver Bridge collapse was a disaster that quite literally rewrote the book on bridge safety. In response to the tragedy, the U.S. government passed the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1968, which led to the creation of the National Bridge Inspection Standards, NBIS. For the first time in history, it became mandatory to inspect bridges regularly across the entire country. The engineering world woke up. Design philosophies shifted dramatically. Redundancy became essential. Structures had to be able to withstand the failure of a single element without total collapse. Inspection programs were standardized. New technologies were introduced, including magnetic particle testing, ultrasonic scanning, and remote monitoring systems. In classrooms, the Silver Bridge became a case study, not just in failure, but in responsibility. It's still taught to every civil engineering student to this day. It has more than history. It has a haunting reminder of what happens when we underestimate small problems. At Civil Insight, we believe that civil engineering isn't just about designing bridges and buildings. It's about protecting lives, it's about foresight, discipline, and humility. Because sometimes the things we can't see are the most dangerous. The legacy of the Silver Bridge isn't just about steel and cables. It is about the people who were lost. The mothers, the fathers, the kids who never came home that night. It's our responsibility as engineers and future engineers to carry that story forward and never let it happen again. So if you've learned something today, if this story moved you, shocked you, or made you think, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Civil Insight. We're building a community that values knowledge, passion, and integrity in engineering. And I'd love for you to be a part of it.